There's clear excitement for the ETF. There's clear excitement for the adoption that we're seeing, even in trends like NFTs. But the inflation hedge is definitely another concern for many investors, and many investors are coming to Bitcoin because of that.
So whenever we speak with guests about Bitcoin that invest in more traditional assets, one of their critiques of cryptocurrency is that it doesn't often move on fundamentals, that it can often move for technical reasons or for reasons that many of us have a hard time figuring out what the impetus is for the move. Do you agree with that, or do you think that the more and more that we're talking about Bitcoin, the more and more it could be used as something like an inflation hedge, the more reasons it has to move for fundamental factors?
So the main reasons we see for price changes in Bitcoin are typically around adoption or around new technical advances. And between both of those, any announcement like this ETF that gets greater adoption and it signals strong market movement is going to affect price. But another major marker that you can see, that the fundamentals for Bitcoin, because this is open source money. So the fundamentals for Bitcoin are really the technical changes. You can see these live. That's unlike any other kind of money before, because you can see, again, the changes to the currency. You can see how it works directly. And so those technical changes for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for Polkadot, for many other currencies are definitely one of the price drivers whenever there's a new launch.
And so, of course, this new Bitcoin ETF is down just slightly here in pre-market trading, but it's already valued at more than $1 billion in assets in just 2 days. What does it mean for your company, Kraken, now that this Bitcoin ETF is trading and that we have another one waiting in the wings here to launch on Friday?
So this is just another signal as to the adoption of Bitcoin, of cryptocurrencies, much more widely. The ProShares ETF specifically is very exciting for us. It actually uses the CF Bitcoin US settlement price from CF Benchmarks, which is one of our Kraken subsidiaries that provides indices for products like this to use and launch. And so we're very excited because this is using one of our products. But Kraken is one of the largest running exchanges out there. We just launched a consumer app in the last year, and we're up millions of downloads, millions of new customers coming on board this year. And so we're thrilled with the adoption this year. Of course, the price is exciting too, but the overall adoption is the biggest story for us.
And so when it comes to adoption and when it comes to your clients, you just mentioned the app, of course. What is the demographic background of your clients, of your customers? Does it tend to be young people, or are you getting more traditional investors that have looked at things like bonds and equities for investment, interested in using your platform to trade cryptocurrencies as well?
It's really all ages. We see all ages, all backgrounds. We have an entire division dedicated towards professional traders and institutions. We also have an entire division dedicated towards consumers. And again, we have a division dedicated towards building indices products for institutional buyers, enterprise buyers that want to use that to build products. So we see interest from the financial product builders. We see interest from traditional investors now, and we see interest from a lot of young people too. You see this big wave around NFTs, and there's again, we're seeing this from all ages, all backgrounds, and everywhere over the world. Kraken supports customers in over 170 countries, and again, this is a worldwide phenomenon around cryptocurrency adoption and the excitement of this new technology.
You know, I remember it was a couple of years ago when everyone went home and sat around their Thanksgiving tables and Christmas time, and your uncle that always asks you about stock advice starts asking you about cryptocurrencies, and we saw this huge leg higher around the holidays. Do you expect that that's going to become a regular occurrence, and will that happen again this year?
It is certainly possible. We have seen several waves of Bitcoin adoption, and we've seen several waves of Bitcoin price bull runs. And so it is certainly possible that we will see something similar. One thing about uncles or aunts at the Thanksgiving table is that everybody is up this year. Everybody is up with this new price high that we're hitting, over $66,000. That means everybody that's invested over the last several years is now up. And we do expect to see some continued price growth, although it's hard to say where exactly it'll land around Christmas time or through the end of the year.